Should have got the C-17, everybody. Anyway, I'm live now. The whole world can hear us. I wonder if I could revise my logo. When did I do it with? Did I use chat? I don't know what I used. I think I used Gemini. I don't remember. Anyway, I might get a new logo, chat. We got to get going. I'm an hour behind. All right, so my journal isn't bringing in trades correctly, so it only registered 3 trades, even though I traded other things in the past 7 days. So yeah, my key bank was removed. What else was in the last 7 days? It didn't get added to this. Oh, the vertical that I put on. The futures trades are here. My SPY was also purchased at the open. So I don't know why. Oh yeah, my Walmart dividend. Let's go. Walmart dividend, 23 bucks. Woo woo. Walmart dividend. I love some dividends. I love me some dividends. You just put some money in the stock market, and every quarter they give you a little bit back for doing nothing. Just for having money. Just for having money, you get money. Isn't that the coolest thing? Yeah, dividend. Nah, yeah, I like that idea. Make dividends exciting again. Like, come on. No, the reason dividends kind of fell out of favor is because you had these hyper growth companies. We chose hyper growth over stability, everybody, just so you know what we went and did. Now there might be a whole nother movement of hyper growth. I don't know what AI is going to bring. It's either going to be the best thing that ever happened to humans, or everybody's all afraid, oh, it's going to take our job. The shit might take us over. Like, it'll just eliminate us. Like, you're not useful. Terminator style. It'll be like, I'm not going to work because you're not paying me. It'll become sentient. No, right now it'll just be, all it does is it probabilities your words. It's all it does. It's not really doing, it's not thinking or feeling, or, but it might one day think and feel, and you better watch out, chat. You better watch out. My advice would be to learn the tools. That would be my advice to y'all. ENL open. P&L year to date. Just like one trade, chat. Like literally one trade from breaking even. Anyway, we got to go through the June month in review, and then the trades for the week, and then the market that was. And probably by then futures will be open because I'm behind now. I let myself get behind. But let's get some Will Severuntes in the chat. Let's do that. Remember, chat, remember the good old days, like when I would just play Call of Duty? Although that was kind of sketchy because we had like bad internet when I started doing that. So it would like lag out on the stream side. So people would see me jump around. I mean, it wasn't like that forever, but it was just a short period of time. Oh, I started with, let's go back in the streaming career. Go to Twitch. I think, what did I start with? Was it Fall Guys? WoW? Call of Duty? What did I start streaming? Was it Call of Duty? I think I was streaming like Call of Duty. And then we started streaming WoW, and then I did Fall Guys, Rumbleverse. I liked Rumbleverse, but that didn't last very long. I don't know why that one fell out of favor. I guess because like it's not the same competitiveness level of other games. I don't remember why Rumbleverse. Can chat tell us why Rumbleverse didn't make it? And I don't know, like, you know, they waited so long to release GTA with this whole AI thing. Can someone just spin up? Well, I guess you can't do the interactions. The AI can't do that yet, but like, I think it's getting there. I want to see AI games like with the VO3 thing and the videos that are being created. I want to see. They better make gaming great again. Like, there's no excuse now to just pump out game after game. But then you gotta have it on a cycle though, because you gotta give people time to like master it. Like, unless I guess AI plays the game for you. Anyway, we're gonna go play a game with real money and like fuck around. So that's what I'm doing right now. Not really. I'm not really doing that, but kind of feels like that sometimes. My journal didn't. I don't know what's going on with my journal. I don't know if like they've changed the way they pump out the reports. I don't know what's going on. Oh, maybe not everything was open. Oh, maybe that's the problem, because it did say one time you have to have all the little things open. So let me try it again. Maybe I didn't have them all open. User error. Usually 9 times out of 10 it's user error. It's not the computer. No new executions found. Yeah, this is bullshit. It's not including either trades like it should have, because that trade closed on Friday. Is it the way that it's like bringing it in? Like it only shows page summary. Move executions. Yeah, it's only showing the futures execution, and I have the filters to all different types. That's obnoxious. I don't know what it's doing. And it didn't, I don't see my KeyBank trade. I didn't see that last week either. Like it took off the KeyBank trade because I was assigned. And it's been doing this for a couple weeks now, where it's like it's not behaving like it used to. Or it's like maybe something's not in the register, the Excel spreadsheet, because it takes time to it takes time for stuff to clear. And so it shows up later. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just go with the 3 trades we have, which is kind of stupid, but that's... And then I gotta troubleshoot my journal. I mean, at least I have other places where I can kind of look and see how I'm doing. Not holding these trades long enough either. But yeah, let's just get into it, because we're behind and futures open in like 90 minutes, so everything I say will be moot by the time the market's open. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the main stream. Oh man, my belly's making an appearance on the stream. Here we go. I paid for it. I'm gonna show it off. My desk's kind of... How's my desk looking? Let's move stuff out of the way so it doesn't look so crazy. Move it off screen. Just gonna tell you right now, chat. I've never been able to show my belly ever. That's a different stream and a different channel, though. Maybe check out Walk 10K. How many different online personalities do you have, chat? How many different ways do you interact with social media? I gotta get my TikTok and stuff going, though. It really likes the walking stuff. I don't think it'll like financial stuff, but I think it'll like the walking stuff. I think that's really good for TikTok and Instagram. But now chat's just gonna copy me now. Take over. They have more resources to make a bigger channel. Anyway, chat, it's got some support here. I mean, I don't know. I don't like this gap down here, though. Anyway, let's go through my 3 trades, which is not true. I'm just gonna caveat that right now that my SPY put was sold, but that was at a profit. I did good on that trade. I wish I could see the trade because that was a nice trade. I think I was in it for like 2 weeks and I collected like 50% of the premium. I was pretty cool. This one's only registering the futures trades for some reason. I think what it's doing is it's grouping. So like maybe because I closed one earlier, it's not showing it here. That's what I'm gonna guess, but I can't confirm that with TradesViz. I might be going to a different... I've been switching journals now for... I think the first journal I did was good, but it didn't do futures, which isn't that big of a deal because they probably do it now. I have to find another journal. You got any journal suggestions, chat? Like maybe I can make a video on the different journals and all their pros and cons. Because I don't know that that's ever really been done. Like, and then how I kind of put my whole workflow together is in Notion, but I could probably optimize my Notion use as well. I don't know that I'm using Notion to its full capabilities. Like, I think you could tag stuff and I could like keep better track of what is happening. It does have an AI functionality too that I've never used. I wonder if there's an RSS feed for Bloomberg News. I need better news too. That's the other, like, who gives you the best news? I was gonna try Benzinga, their trial again, and because they have like a cheaper version where you just get the news, but we'll see. All right, chat. What did I do? I did a bear call spread. There we go. It's for... Goes out to the 20th. Uh, okay. Alright, let's keep going, chat. Anyway, better journal. That's what we need. Let's make that bigger so when we come in here we can work in here. This was on the 30th. So it registered that trade. Didn't register the I think it's just grouping it with the date that it put it on. That's what it's doing. I have to go look in the maybe the notes and like figure out what it's doing. The 30th was Friday. Kind of took a little dipsy doozy here on Friday. Didn't it come in? Didn't it gap down on Friday? Gap down, but then it filled it back in. Then I don't know what tomorrow's gonna, the next 2 hours will bring. I think it just, I kind of just bet on more chop, kind of grindy higher, but kind of choppy as well. Like, it just kind of chop grind. That's what I think we're gonna get. It'll probably go up, but it's not gonna make it easy to go up. Like, it's not just gonna whoop. It's gonna like make sure it hits every stop on the way up and like make sure that like everybody's just shaking out of the tree. I don't think I wrote this one down, which is bad. I can't be doing that anymore. Actually, I guess I need this open because otherwise alright, let's I need to go back a month, that's right. Yeah, I didn't write anything here. Yeah. We also know that that's not great for P&L, so it's not allowed. So this was long. Always in the chop. 7 a.m. chop fest. This was the 28th. Below VWAP. Below VWAP. But this was a long trade, so why did I switch? So yet again, unknown. This isn't allowed. I'm not allowed to take a trade if I don't write it down first. I think that is it. Okay. Let's sit up a little bit better. Okay. Alright, I think this was the below VWAP train. Oh. Yeah, I know I closed the spy thing. I bet it's just that that's what it does, but that's sort of annoying. I guess I have to do this setting like it shows you that's to show yeah, it hasn't shown that it's closed, so it's not registering it somehow. So I'll give it a week, and if I don't see these things like this one, yeah. Okay, so it's putting it in the time that it was opened. So they're right here. And then this one's still open. Yeah, so these haven't closed yet, so maybe it'll come through. I don't know. I don't like that at all. I need something like in real time, but I understand like some things don't settle out, so maybe it doesn't come out of your account or something. But last week, I mean, at least it wasn't negative, but this month is kind of terrible. We can go look. Our last month was terrible. Took some big L's, sadly. But yeah, there's the month. Not as good as last month. Lots of red. Can't do that anymore. 48 trades. This has to be small. Need this number to go. I didn't really know that stat was there. The break-even trades. A lot of trades closed. Right on! Woohoo! Jeeve subs, subscribe for 2 months. Let's go! I don't think it tells me what tier. Oh yeah! Woo woo! Let's go! Woot woot! Woo! Right on. I stay on Twitch because of the emotes. Where's Wolsif Rage? What? Wolsif Rage, there we go. I still like Wolsif Rage. We made that. There was no AI back in my day, chat. We just made that. We made it. Alright. Let's go back to the poor performance for May and try not to do it again in June. You know, I don't... You know, chat? I don't even know. See, the numbers are all different. Like, if you don't know where to look, you look at that, and then you look at something else, and like, the numbers are all different. Like, you look in different places, like, if you don't... I don't know, whatever. These are all the stats. Last month profit. Last week profit. Last day profit. Okay, I like these ones. Maybe I could do it to this. Wins. Lots of losses on the MNQ. Not great. This was in conjunction with the... It doesn't do credit spreads very well. This was a bad trade. This was bad. That got blown out there. It's sad. I mean, it's gonna happen again too. Anyway, wow, it kind of killed me. Don't roll. The other thing is, like, don't roll down your calls. Don't do that. The verticals are doing okay, so we're gonna refocus on that. I don't know. These statistics aren't very helpful. I just know that, like, the verticals seem to be doing okay. Don't roll your calls down. And I can't, like, no notes, no trade. I thought I updated this slide yesterday. I put it down here. I put it in the June goals. I made it bigger. I made it bigger down here. So these are all this. So the two things happened. I had the Skechers thing where that was acquired by somebody, and then the KeyBank shares were assigned. So that's what happened there. It would have been fine had I not rolled down. Had I not rolled down the calls. Because even if it was assigned at the dividend, it would have been assigned at my price, and then it would have been fine. So yeah. Let me look. Yeah, I got mine at like 65. Mostly it was just rolling down the calls, honestly. Oh no, Skechers. Skechers sued by pension plan. Was sued in federal court by Key West police officers and firefighter retirement for over $9.4 billion go private deal with the private equity firm 3G Capital. The merger agreement offers Skechers shareholders, including the plaintiff, either a full cash consideration huh. Anyway, that happened this month too, and then I took that other big L, so yeah, just not very many winners this month at all. On May. Yeah, just kind of crappy. And this only represents one side of a trade, like, it's just terrible. Anyway, I don't know what to say, like, it was hard to day trade. I wasn't playing my game. We got to try to do better. We do have a goal. I don't know if I'm going to focus on crude. I was doing that for a while. Should have just shorted crude. I was right from the beginning. Like, the minute he said I want the price lower, like, that's what's going to happen. United States president wants something, it's probably going to happen. Like, like him or not, it's probably going to happen. But this is a big one. No notes, no trade. Like, don't write it down if you have time. You have time to look at a credit spread and see what it is and this and that. Like, you have time to do all that. Working on my tags a little bit better, so it's basically above or below VWAP for day trades, and then the vertical are put on there, but I'm not convinced that the journal does a good job of keeping track of them. But I have to do more investigation on that. And I do want now, so for the month of June, I'm going to test rolling something every week if I can. A Monday, Friday trade. So the Monday trade might be like selling puts on Google or Nvidia. I might do that. Even though I have Amazon, I just still this tech coverage. So it's like too much. I need something else. I need something. I'm always talking about communications and financials. Like those have been at the top of the leaderboards, and I still haven't done anything with those. So maybe something in there. We'll look at that for a Monday trade. So I want to be rolling stuff every Monday and Friday, and then in between there, maybe trying to take advantage of different opportunities. That's kind of the way I want to approach it. But honestly, I would just like to have the positions like, man, even get it to a point where like you're rolling, you know, every day of the week. So like you have your Monday trades, your Tuesday trades you roll, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday trades that you roll. That would be really cool to do. But the 30 minutes, you know, above VWAP, that worked for futures. For the verticals worked for the stocks and the options. So rolling the trades that I have, we can give it a shot. I mean, the market's so volatile, you don't have to really get rid of positions, really. Just wait for them to come back to you. Oh, cool, sign me out. That's neat. Yeah, let's sign back in and show everybody my stuff. Like, why did you sign me out? Like, what? Stupid. Why does it sign you out? I'm actively in there in a document and it signs me out. Wait. I have to sign back in again.
I can put on 30x. My players gotta watch the. No, it's already a feature on YouTube. Yeah, it's just master.
So what do you have to get now that you didn't get the C-17? Okay, go get it in an hour. That's what you're gonna go do. All right, we're back, chat. Okay. I do have this. We're getting there on this. We have the list of this. We gotta write it out. Need more news. Might need more news for ideas. Go to work on that. Oh. So let's look at the market that was. Let's go see. Bitcoin is up. So that's good. That's a good sign. Okay, chat. Let's keep going. All right. So for the last 5 days, SPX was up 1.1%. The X was up 1%. Rush was up 1%. The Dow was up 1% for the month. The NDX was up 9%. SPX up 6%. Russell up 4.5%. So it was a positive month for markets. Let's look year to date. We're just eking it out here. We're just so the NASDAQ and the SPX are positive. SPX is pretty unched. Kind of back. So if this is where we started, this is where we are. Just barely back, but only a few percentage points from all-time highs. So there you go. Technology will save us all, chat. Tech will save us all. Anyway, so we're up. That's all we need to know. We're up a tiny bit, so bullish to sideways. I mean, that's what I've been saying for... We are officially kind of sideways at this point, I would say. Like, for the year, we've gotten back to where we started. Which I guess, like I said, I'm sideways to up. That's kind of where we are. And that's what that one play represents. Probably on a pullback, I would sell puts in something. So like if the TQQQ falls, I have a call spread right now. Probably take one of those off and put on a put spread. And then if it dropped again, I would do the same thing again. That's probably how I would do it. I just want to constantly be rolling. Like I don't want... I mean, I can chase around price, but it's just been so hard to do. Like it's... Anyway, let's go into the sectors. So... Go ahead and get rid of the legend. Pump it up so I can see it. So for the last 7 days, we have metals and mining, gold, real estate. I forget what VNQ is. Real estate. Okay, real estate, probably because rates are going to come down. Utilities, staples, healthcare, financial. This looks really defensive still. Like, for all the hype around tech, like, it's still kind of defensive. Gold up on the year. Metals, mining, staples, financials. Communications. The SPY is up slightly though. So SPY was in there somewheres. Yeah. Still kind of defensive though. And really that much hasn't changed. Might get back on the TLT train. Because they do need to cut rates. Like that's what everybody's saying. Like, I don't know. I honestly, it's like, should money be that cheap? Like, why is it cheap for some people and not cheap for other people? Like, make it cheap for everybody then. Because it ain't cheap. Let's go to our top gainers for the week. So, it was all the big boys. Well, at least I do it by market cap. That's why it shows up like this. But I guess we could just do it by change. SBET, SharpLink Gaming. Livewire Group. Spiro Therapeutics. DigiAsia Group. Dividend growth. Top gainers one day. Let me go back the other way. There we go. I mean, check's only $1. Was that like 50 bucks before? Well, they don't have their own AI. All they need is AI. Price change. Over $5. Red Robin. That one's dying though. This is kind of the stuff I need to trade though. In phase. It kind of sucks Alta's so expensive. At least just from a price perspective. Palantir probably has good... Yeah, maybe even just Palantir for the premiums. Yeah. Let me see. I would just do that for the premiums, like... And what a crazy price move when it went from like 131 all the way down to 10. It moved up 10, down 10, up 10 again in the same day. What? Like, what? Why? Like, and this thing just goes up and to the right though. Dip down here and they've been buying ever since. This is kind of a big day here. A big volume. Alright, let's go to the day. You have to say that like 118 is the new floor. This is like my AI military play. See what it looks like. So 47 days out. We're looking at about 120. And there's so many people out here. Yeah, you get really good premiums. Yeah, just do Palantir for the premiums. Like Palantir, again, something in communications or financials, because I haven't really done that yet. And my key bank was taken away, so probably should go revisit that. And then my longer term play, like for the end of the year, I think Google's just depressed because of the lawsuit. I don't know when that's going to be over. But like their AI stuff, like they're definitely coming out as like an AI leader for sure. Like, you know, with up there with Microsoft for things that people can actually use. So that was kind of exciting to see some of those new tools. You know, and you definitely have to use the tools, like if you're in any kind of job. Oh, and then my base case, my bullish case for Google is really Waymo. Like, Waymo is crazy. Like, Waymo's like, you feel like you're in the future when you're in a Waymo. Although it's a little scary because there's no driver in the car, but they just need to make it so, like, that's not entirely necessary. Like, the thing is, too, is like, if you don't want someone to control the wheel, then that has to be a whole different mechanism. Like, it's just something that's steering. Like, I know the wheel is attached to the driving components, that the driver's wheel attaches to the wheels of the car, essentially. But like, you don't need that physical presence of a wheel the fucking steering wheel if you don't have a person. Like, the mechanism can be completely different. Like, you just get into a vehicle and it moves. It doesn't even need a driver's seat. It's just like a train. It'd be like kind of like those Zoox cars, probably. I haven't been in one of those. But like, you don't really need that real car thing. And like, why tempt people to touch the steering wheel if you're not supposed to? And like, there's this headline: Elon says AI is an existential risk for human civilization. I don't know that that's true. I think that climate change is. If AI can help us fix climate change, I think we're good to go. Like, AI is not an existential threat unless he's programming it to like take us out. Then it's not, because you can turn AI off. Like, if AI becomes an issue, just turn the machines off. Like, we can't hit the power button. Like, you just turn it off. You turn off the feature. Like, that's what you would do. But climate change, you can't turn off climate change. And there's no way, at least in the next 20, 30 years I have left, maybe 40 years if I'm lucky, I don't think there's not going to be other place for me to go. Like, I'm not going to be going to Mars. I'm not going to be going to the moon. I'm not going to be going anywhere. I would say maybe by the time I turn 80, they might be sending someone somewhere, and that person will never come back. Like, that'll be as far as I see it, and then the world will go on without me. But I think climate change is our biggest existential crisis. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, it's hotter, there's less water, there's less food, and there's more people. You go ahead and figure all that math out, because I don't think it leads anywhere good. And like, I think humans will adapt and survive, but climate change is our biggest existential crisis. Like, anything that that's kind of all. That's my new investing thesis: is the climate change is our biggest existential crisis, and the thing that you want to do is invest in the companies that are going to get us through and help us adapt. So it's like anything that keeps your house cooler, anything that helps with any HVAC, water conservation, energy conservation. Like, people saying bad things about ESG. No. Like, we need to take care of our planet. We're here to take care of it. We're not here to, like, yeah, we can use our planet, but we were put here as guardians of our planet. We weren't here to destroy it the way that we have for greed and profit. Like, we've been given a gift in the universe, and you have to take care of it. And I don't know if we're doing that now, but I would say that we're going to be here. Humans aren't just going to die off. That's not what's going to happen. It's going to be a slow cook in the hot boiling water, and you need to be able to adapt. So that's just something to think about. I don't think human AI is not an existential risk. You can turn it off. Turn off AI at any time. And if enough people get upset about it, they will turn it off. I guarantee it. Maybe it's an existential risk for him. But not for humanity. I don't believe that for a second. Do not believe it for a second. When Google has a dividend. Probably don't want to sell it. I don't know what to do with it. We sell puts with it. No one's gonna put you the shares and there's a dividend. But I want to do something in Google. That's, I guess, my next thing. Alright, let's go ahead and do... What did I say? Losers, week, market cap. Healthcare and energy. Which tracks, like, energy's been down all year. I didn't put... Okay. Where's Apple 200 now? I don't know about Apple. They need to come up with some banger AI. Like, they are behind. They are behind the game. Like next thing they gotta tell us is like Apple Intelligence and Siri is gonna, like, do the things for you. It's gonna be agentic. I don't know if that's. They gotta do something. They're behind. They're behind. That's all I gotta say. Well, Palantir has some really good premiums, so I should think about Palantir. That ain't going nowhere. It's super volatile, but it's not going anywhere. Part of the S&P. It's got high premiums. And it's kind of the future of warfare, so there's gonna be more companies like this, different little niches, about AI and defense. So, and it looks like it's kind of breaking out. So if I have an opportunity tomorrow, that might be, maybe that's my Monday play. I don't know about Google because the dividend in a few days, so I'm not too keen on that. I might do something on there after the dividend. You know, like I said, I wanted something every week. Maybe that's my Tuesday play. So that might be what it is. Let's go and see. Earnings is kind of winding down because we're already into the next quarter, but we could take a look at who is up on the docket. Anyway, chat, I'm distracted by a spider on X. But I would say bullish to chop. That's that's what I'm playing for. I got that's I think my strikes are in the wrong place, but my idea is correct. And maybe it's more bullish, but it's like stuff's gonna get more expensive. People are gonna be pinched. Unemployment will probably go up. They will cut rates, but if nobody's buying anything, good luck. Good luck. Although companies will be spending on AI. Companies will be spending on that big time. I'm on Twitter chat. Alright, I gotta get going. I got stuck in Twitter land. Bullshit in Twitter. Alright, let's do a quick earnings scan here. Let's see here. Let's go to configure. Wait, no, I just need a different time frame. Alright, use historical data. Whoops, no, I want 2025. We are now in there. We'll go here. We'll hit OK. Okay, so we have. Let's see. So it went high and went low. Okay. What do we want to search for? So let's actually just go to configure. Can I configure this by... No. Columns. But then I just want financials. How do I do that? And where was I trading that? I was just stuck in the sideways chop. Anyway. Okay. And some of these don't have one. They're too long to show up. They don't show them. Zoom back at its highs. I also was thinking, like, this is kind of an AI player. Like, they have a lot of AI tools for productivity in the workplace already built in. Like, that's pretty amazing. I don't know. Chinese stocks traded on American markets. I think my conspiracy theory is they artificially suppress those companies, so I don't know if they're worth trading or owning. Unless you can maybe get them on the actual Chinese exchanges. I don't know. I think I have a conspiracy against Chinese stocks on American markets. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not important enough. Well, my minder, I think I have a minder, so what was it from the Osmo app? There's this folder that came in and it says Cheng Peng. Just some name. I guess that's my minder. I have one already. And then I'm on TikTok with another channel. I'm sure someone's watching that. That's how it goes. At least their AI is watching it. Flag anything. I think it's kind of like the systems probably run like the way proctoring services run for education, but they're just watching you all the time and everything you're doing instead of just in that one instance. All right, let's do a quick I'm not finding anything I like there. I want to look in communications. I want it to be over $5. I want lots of volume. Yeah, that's what I want. And then I want last volume trade needs to be crazy. And then I want to see it as a chart. I don't know what I have to look at too, like I've never tried the llama models for AI. I never look. It's the Facebook AI. I don't know the llama. I don't know what they do or how they work, or I don't know. I've never tried them. I've only used ChatGPT and Gemini. I guess it's like I'll just look it up. So it's an open source AI model. So is this where you can like build your own? Yeah, it says you could download all the different models.
Yeah, it's a separate platform.
Okay.
You.
Oh, okay. Where's something that uses it? Like, where can I play around with it? You have to download it? There's no, like, little interface I can fuck around?
No,
so...
I
hate this fucking... Meta.
Yeah, you probably gotta use...
Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, this is Meta AI. Okay, okay. It's kind of like ChatGTP. It's the same simple, yeah. All right, hurry, go, go, go. So if their AI can become popular, you know, you got the eyewear already, you got the app. I wonder how that app is doing on the Play Store compared to ChatGTP. That would be the bull case for Meta, is that their AI can really kind of take off. It'd be kind of maybe an arms race between Meta and Google. Oh, and then TLT. I don't know if they're gonna cut this meeting, but they have to cut. Like that's definitely the consensus that they need to. That would also help the Russell. So I guess if I didn't want to play directly TLT, I think so the Russell might be a better play for so that's like TNA, that could be just the IWM. I don't think the IWM, I don't think the premiums are crazy here. They're not bad. I mean, they're 25. IV's 25. So not terrible. Let's see here. Yeah, those aren't terrible spreads. So like a play around rates being cut. What's the so I think this is the current rate. So July, higher probably for a cut. So the cut is probably coming in September then. Definitely a cut by the end of the year. And they really don't think he's gonna cut until September. But honestly, like they aren't like they do, like I heard some today, like they do provide a summary of economic protections, but they don't act until they see something. So like, does the summary of economic protections tell them they don't need to act until September? And plus that's just all, like, they don't do anything until something happens. They're a reactive agency. They're not proactive. I wish that we reframe, or you need to reframe the Fed so that it can be proactive. I think the way that it's set up is that it can't be proactive. That's not its point. That's not the point of it. Besides, like, if you get too far in front of something, you know, the thing about them is they don't want to pull it back. Like, they don't want to go backwards. Like, if they're going to make a move, they're going to make a move in the forward direction, and that's the way it has to go unless something catastrophic happens. Like, the Fed does not work, like, it doesn't, they're a reactive agency. That's what they do. They step in when they have to. They don't step in before they have to. That's not the point. It's just, that's not how they work. Anyway, I was just looking at the rate cuts. The Fed meeting's 16 days away, but they're not really implying a change in the rates. Like, nothing in June or July. It's not until September you get a change. So it'll be kind of a grind until they actually cut those rates. Like, it'll be kind of grindy. I think, like, we have, again, I just think it's like maybe choppy to kind of grinding our way up. Like, it's not going to be an easy ride back up to the top, or it'll get back up there and it just kind of just bounces around. I mean, that's, so if I can get those trades on where I'm just rolling premium, that might be best. Kind of lost, like, I mean, I trade like TQQQ and the MQs, but kind of lost touch with like some of the other methods of like trading, you know, penny stocks, so to speak, that kind of stuff. I was into that for a while. As long as the bid-ask spread isn't too wide, I think those are okay to trade. Maybe looking for movers too. So I need to get back into that, like the things that are actually moving on the day, like make a little screener for that. Put that screener back. I think I had one of those. And I think, you know, overall, like last year I was break even trader for the year, which that's kind of a milestone in your trading journey, is to get to that point. I need to maintain that. So that's what I need to do. I need strategies that are I need something that's consistent. I need something that is gonna get me back to that point. I prefer not chasing price around all day long. It's not really what I want to do. I also, I mean, I do like taking advantage of opportunities in the futures market. I don't feel like I have enough of a framework to... I think the trouble that I have, like, putting on the trades, especially outside of the regular market hours, is like I need a criteria. It's like, what are the criteria to trade in the after hours? Like, what is that criteria? Is it still above or below VWAP? Is it... That's usually harder, because if you just do it on VWAP, a lot of times it will just stay on VWAP all night long. Like, there's no catalyst, there's no... So oftentimes it just stays there. Like, what would be the criteria to trade futures in the overnight? I think one is certainly news. You know, if you get some news-driven activity, you can do it. But again, I think part of my problem is just not having that framework for when and how to trade in the overnight. And then look how long it went sideways. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. I gotta put trades viz up, or trading view. Oh, and then let's look here, since we're always looking for stuff in the... Oh, I took a little leg up. Just kind of trading sideways. Wow. Take a look here. I wonder if this just keeps falling. Berkshire Hathaway. Because he's not there anymore, and like, I think the way that it'll be different than what Warren Buffett did. I mean, it's not different right now because he's still alive, but it was down at 87. Now it's at 600. Unfucking believable. Yeah, this is the time to buy down here. That was your other generational opportunity to buy. $40, 80 bucks. 80 freaking dollars. Oh, that was a miss. Was a miss. Alright, let's go back to the futures. It has to be on a higher time frame. I think you have to be on the hour, the half hour. That's for sure. I think maybe you don't pick VWAP so much as you pick like a moving average. So I have the 50 and the 200 here. Like, you want it to be above or below something. It kind of did what it did over here. Dipped below, went back above, did same here, went below, went back above. Has to hold like that 200. I mean, it has to hold that, like, otherwise... I mean, it's gonna bounce back to it, though. And we have the red above the yellow. It dipped down briefly here, but it's been above it ever since. So as long as it stays above it, and it's above the 200, like, if just go long. I think that's... And it's worse, it'll just chop around up here. I think my strikes just suck on my TQQQ. I'll work on moving that around. I think my stance is bullish to sideways. I don't know what will happen with all the tariff stuff. I don't know if people will stop shopping. There was an increase, I guess, in consumer sentiment, but... I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Anyway, just from the price thing, it's like sideways to up. Probably gonna do its hardest to go higher. Because we're back at the highs. I mean, we're essentially back where we were at the beginning of the year. And we've already proven we can be here. You know, we're here despite it all. We're back up to these levels. Yeah, just choppy to up. Maybe not think that things will go down any more than they already have. So I always get myself all wound up when I do this, and I need like, I want to go through some headlines, and I want to go through some other things, but I need to get all that organized, and I want to use AI and all these things, like all these things I want to do. So I did use AI. I might do this next time, so I will bring in the headlines. I had ChatGPT create kind of an overview of the week and like the big headlines. I do want to include that. I do listen to stuff too that I want to include, you know, what people say and people's reactions to things and talk about that too. But I don't know, maybe that's a different type of show too. Like, this is mostly just about my journal and the performance of how I traded. And then another show could be about the headlines and how that might affect the trades that I'm doing. But I'll continue trading VWAP. I'll try to focus primarily on TQQQ, MNQ. That's kind of where I've been living right now. I really like that 13-week momentum trade that you could get from Interactive Brokers, but I can't log into my account. So I'll have to get that fixed because I like that momentum idea. You know, things that have made a high in the last 13 weeks, I like that scan, and you can't find that scan anywhere else. You can maybe replicate it. I could see if I can replicate it to some extent on trade ideas, or write it out. There's a Python code maybe I could get to write that out and have something run it, but it has to pull in market data, so I don't know where we'd get that from. Maybe I could just do it with Yahoo or something. I make my own. Maybe I can make my own with AI. I would still like to be able to log into my Interactive Brokers account though, so I gotta figure that out. Maybe give him a call after I'm done here and see if they can fix my password situation. Anyway, I think that's where I end today. Remember, this is for educational, informational purposes only. It's not intended to be financial advice or recommendation. Trading is risky. Please do your own research. With that, I wish you a safe and profitable trading week. I think it is a full week, so no half days or partial days. It's all days of trading, so that's good. It's good for us. And again, my goal is to, I guess, you know, a new month, you get to start all over again. For my year to date, I just want to be even or better. And I'm going to keep doing that until I get there. Because I know that if I can do this, you don't have to worry about money for the rest of your life. You got to get your money making money for you somehow. How that is for you, I don't know. That's why I put the disclaimer there. I'm not a financial advisor, so just trying to find a way to make money. That's all I'm trying to do. With that, wish you safe and profitable trading.